Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We have some really cool new stuff we're going to drop. Welcome to the show, everybody. Just started streaming right now, so give me a minute to adjust my StreamYard and we'll continue the podcast. We're going to be going over environment and watering today. Thank you guys all for showing up, and we're just going to be going over environment, summertime conditions, and what creates a great environment to grow free food. Critical key is growing free food, guys, and we're just going to get the right environment down. I have a couple of really nice videos that we're going to share with you guys shortly, and I just want to say to all you guys, thank you for coming in and watching the show and checking out my shorts and my videos. Yo, what up? I got some videos, Florida man. Let me show you. I got some really better ones, but I'm just doing this right now. Show you. I made some soil amendments.
This video right here, I have some bones and egg shells and oyster shells, and I'm gradually, it takes a while, but put on safety glasses, I'm breaking it all down.
Damn, I got too long of a clip. Oh, so I got to make them shorter unless I do a recording. I see. This shit's telling me the clip's too long. So what I did is I made some biochar. So yeah, I'm sorry, I'm doing some editing and trying to show you guys a couple of things I'm doing here. I got some clips and some bloopers. But yeah, I'm doing a water preparation, talking about environment, talking about blue and white lights, using just blue to create more short, stackier. My zucchinis that I had in the blue light, they all have like 24 leaves. Any of the other ones that were left in the white light were like, they were more sticky. They were like, they look more like a sativa because of two different reasons. The far red is causing it caused my tomatoes to be like sticks. So I'm not using that much far red. I'm going to try to add some more blues during veg, and then the pinks and the far red at the end of flower. Especially I'm going to even try it on different types of vegetables and plants. And then when I broke it down, it kind of
they're
looked
broken
like this.
down, guys. You see the powder, the fine powder underneath right here. Very good. And I'll show you guys, you put them right side up. And you get it to a nice powder.
And that mixture, Florida man, is eggshells. Remember, bro, eggshells are awesome for your outdoor plants during flower. When they're growing, it's but when they start to the middle of veg, eggshells are awesome. It has a lot of nutrients. You can give it to them when they're little, but it has more of effects towards the middle of their life. So eggshells, crab, beef bones, some fish bones are in there, lobster shells and oyster shells. Pork bones, all ground up to powder. and then threw about 4 or 5 spoons of that inside of the soil. I got some bloopers here. I'll show you guys. Let's see if it downloaded. I got one downloading. I was trying to record and I dropped the phone. But I got a couple of key elements I want to start explaining. Is feeding that soil. Feeding your organic soil. Feed, feed, feed. Because it's organic, it's going to continue to eat. If there's live organisms in there and they're eating, and you're not feeding them, they're eating whatever's in the plant that they can eat. So the sugars, whatever, they will. And if you have any type of aphid in the ground, they have ground aphids and different types of mites. If you have any type of root bugs and you're not feeding your organics, everything's going to destroy your plant. It will look like it's a lockout, but it really has a root disorder. Your plant will look kind of overwatered. The roots will be compact. It will be stunted. It will have like the little yellow center, and you'll think it's just CalMag and give it CalMag. Not true. I think this is one of the roots.
I just wanted to hit a quick topic with environment. When your seedlings are young, it's super critical that you guys have a small humidifier. You can get one off of eBay, Amazon, or you can get a really expensive one for $300-400, but they do the same thing. I recommend having a humidifier with your seedlings, a fan, and a thermostat. Those are going to be 3 key elements, because you want not only air circulation on the bottom, but you want ventilation on the top with an exhaust fan that's going to be sucking out all of the heat from the lights. But anyway, that's a quick tip, guys. Make sure you guys have a nice little humidifier when you are running your seedling. This is the oyster meal, guys. This is kind of how you want it right here. Really fine granules. This is the bone meal, crab meal, and I added biochar, which is halfway burned wood right here. So this is what it should look like. Take out all your big chunks and use this. It's like gold, full of minerals.
So that's what I've been doing, getting my vegetables ready. They're all almost outside. I have a couple of small pepper and tomato plants. I planted over, let me see, I took a small video today. This is what the garden kind of looked like a week ago. I'm still doing flats and
Okay guys, back at the garden here. I wanted to do a quick video, show you guys how nice the little tomato plants are growing, my flat, and I wanted to show you I made some biochar. And what you do is you don't burn it all the way, but you kind of break this down now and you throw that in your soil.
And what I did was I broke the chips of bark that were burnt, and the wood I kind of kept on chipping at it with a hammer and a chisel. And it's called biochar for 2 different reasons: biodegradable and char. So it's bio and char. If you completely char it and use it as a top dress, or just throw burnt wood or ashes, you're going to destroy your pH in your soil. You always want to add ashes more towards the end, because it can shoot your pH way past 7, which will turn your plants yellow instantly. So people who are giving their plants a lot of ashes, it's a no-no. You want to use biochar. You break it down, put it in your soil, and over time it breaks down. It's also great because it can feed the microbes, because the bio part of it feeds the microbes, but the char part of it can actually balance out your nutrition. It can hold nutrition. It can filter toxins out of the soil and keep your pH in balance. Charcoal is a natural filter, as they give people charcoal for many different reasons. We can eat it. We can rub it on our skin. It is a natural cleansing agent. So when you add the words biochar together, that's what it means. Bio-organic and then char. And when you feed that to your soil, it's half and half. The bugs will instantly go to the half it's like giving them a half-cooked steak. They love it because any microbes that are in your soil and natural bugs, whatever, will start to break that down a lot faster. Also, as time goes by, the charcoal becomes soil, which is really great and full of nutrients. Just my point of view, though. It's just what I do for my organics, and this pertains to all my outdoor tomato gardening and my because I don't have a budget to spend a lot of money on making nutrients or buying it and mixing it. So I find all my different things instead of making a lot of instead of like getting 3 or 4 things and mixing. I just use the crab meal, the top dress, and the biochar. That's all I use. Instead of me basically going out and buying 3 different things and mixing, and that works for every single thing. Beautiful day today, guys. Beautiful day. So are some of you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Or also, you know, the egg in there, what you do is you're pre-prepping for any. You throw the coffee grinds in there. It's good for nitrogen. It's also good for, you know, coffee grinds have NPK in it, natural NPK, and it's readily available, coffee grinds. So that's a great top dress, or just to amend your soil with a couple of cups of it. And those are some of the main things you're going to need. So why wouldn't you want to use coffee grinds or save them? We throw away thousands every year in coffee grinds, and you could be making a lot of great soil out of it. I throw it in my compost bin with my compost. I don't know why it doesn't let me play these videos. Being stupid. I gotta download some other ones. But yeah, talking about like the water. Basically, treating your water. Even though it gets treated and you're getting chlorine water, it's terrible for even your garden. Some people say, "Oh, I just sprayed my garden with hose water. They look great." Well, it could be even better. And you're getting 5, 6 tomatoes. You could be getting 56 tomatoes. Because the water you're giving it, the plants do not like chlorine. There's ammonia, chlorine, all sorts of stuff in that water. Toxins, proven traces of medical prescriptions, random stuff, dirt, oil, sewage. So you definitely want to treat your water. At least bubble it overnight and begin to treat it before you use it. You'll get way different results, even if you're doing it in a little yard vegetable garden in your window. You're not giving them the water that they really need to thrive. You're just giving them chlorine, and then they have to figure out, okay, I have to block this. I can't have this. But if you give them the right, the right recipe, they can absorb the whole spectrum of nutrients. They can absorb the magnesium, the potassium. They can, they can absorb the nitrogen. They'll be able to absorb every spectrum of that at the highest level. But that ain't none of my business. Florida man, you still here? I guess not. Talk about that weather. See how your weather is down there. Think you may be south of me.
I just wanted to hit a quick topic with environment. When your seedlings are young, it's super critical that you guys have a small humidifier. You can get one off of eBay, Amazon, or you can get a really expensive one for $300-400, but they do the same thing. I recommend having a humidifier with your seedlings, a fan, and a thermostat. Those are going to be 3 key elements, because you want not only air circulation on the bottom, but you want ventilation on the top with an exhaust fan that's going to be sucking out all of the heat from the lights. But anyway, that's a quick tip, guys. Make sure you guys have a nice little humidifier when you are running your seedlings. Thanks for watching, guys. I just wanted to hit a quick topic with environment. When your seedlings are young, it's super critical that you guys have a small humidifier. You can get one off of eBay, Amazon, or you can get a really expensive one for $300-400, but they do the same thing. I recommend having a humidifier with your seedlings, a fan, and a thermostat. Those are going to be 3 key elements, because you want not only air circulation on the bottom, but you want ventilation on the top with an exhaust fan that's going to be sucking out all of the heat from the lights. But anyway, that's a quick tip, guys. Make sure you guys have a nice little humidifier when you are running your seedlings. Thanks for watching, guys.
This is the oyster meal, guys. This is kind of how you want it right here. Really fine granules. This is the bone meal, crab meal, and I added biochar, which is halfway burned wood right here. So this is what it should look like. Take out all your big chunks and use this. It's like gold, full of minerals.
Yo, what up, bro? What up? I'm mending soil for the tomatoes, bro. How you doing, man? I'm talking about all sorts of shit, watering, um, nutrients. How you been, man? So I'm doing like a podcast thing. You're welcome anytime to come to the show. Only people I trust when I do a panel will be allowed up, and we'll be able to do a panel of our gardens and stuff. I'm trying to do a legit podcast where I get my team to come in and our squad, and we can talk about growing and share tips. Oh, I'm making some soil too, green tomatoes. Well, I have the worms making it for me, but I'm going to flip the barrel over and then take the bottom of the soil out, rotate it, and start another mulch bin with fresh mulch. You know? One video I was showing um, of me making the shit.
In
This
this
is what it
video right
looks like.
here, I have some bones and egg shells and oyster shells, and I'm gradually, it takes a while, but put on safety glasses. I'm breaking it all down.
Now, that's what I'm using to amend my soil with. I'm using the bone meal, crushed up bones, eggs, lobster shells, oyster shells, and some amendments, some coffee grinds. And then I did all my above ground flower beds. I did like 1 or 2 of them and filled it up with tomatoes, zucchini, and squash. And because we're eating that, we're going to do everything completely. If it comes in a bottle, to me, it's not organic, even if it says organic on it. To me, I want it to be organic. It should smell like a farm. So refined organic is a synthetic, and I want to feed all my vegetable and tomatoes this year because I just want to have completely awesome tasting. I can't believe these big boy tomatoes that I got a couple of slices from. I bought this tomato one time and it was the sweetest, most amazing tomato. It was juicy, and I'm like, I'm saving these seeds, and I grew them. Oh, cool. You use Fox Farm fertilizer. That's cool. I use a lot of different things, bro. Yeah, I use Fox Farm. I use Fox Farm top dress fruit and flour. I think it's like 496. Um, and I used Happy Frog. Actually, I used Happy Frog soil for all my tomato starts this year and peppers. And when I mean it's outstanding, it's outstanding. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, some fucking jet flying over right now. And then what I'll do is I'll top dress. I'm still gonna top dress one more time my garden outside. I won't do it too many times because it's already amended. But in about a month or two, when it's really starts to throw a lot of fruits, you want to give it a boost. And that's why, they have all these different things to help you, you know, but you only need two or three things. You need great vegetation cycle, and then you need some potassium or whatever it needs towards the end. Um, and all plants do the same thing. And all plants do the same thing. They need the same change of atmosphere. The nutrition out the soil begins to deprive over the year after raining and raining. When that, you know, soil gets clean, the natural process of the earth and everything. That's why we have fall. It's why the leaves change colors, because the green leaves died, they fell to the ground, became carbon, then it becomes soil again, feeds the whole cycle over again. And then you want to try to emulate that by doing the same thing to the soil. Are you getting warm up there? You still cold? You're in Oregon, right? A lot of people are in Oregon. A lot of people are in Oregon, Cali. I got a lot of my friends and people that I know from Chicago, Michigan. Um, but I know they're still getting cold over there. So yeah, we're just going to be talking about getting that soil ready for organic, making it easier with organics, even though they say organic is supposed to be a little more difficult. If you amend your soil, if you feed everything the right way, you amend your soil and you do it, you should have no problems. Yeah, weather's been crazy, bro. Like, we live like on the Panhandle, Georgia area border, and it fucking snowed 2 weeks ago, and now it's 70 degrees. It's fucking ridiculous. We only got a little bit, but we still got some. Sitting out enjoying the weather. It's a great day today. It's such a great day today, man. Such a great day. Fucking busy today. Busy, busy, busy. Gotta go get me some food. Think about making some shrimp tacos. Shrimp tacos. Kind of not healthy for you, shrimp. Got a lot of cholesterol. Then you cook them in butter, makes it worse, but healthier than other things. You know, you can dry the shrimp shells too. I do that. I actually take the shrimp shells, dry them. First, I leave them in the freezer and let them freeze dry, wash them off, and leave them in the freezer for like a while. We're talking 30 days minimum, leaving the shrimp tails in there. Wash them off really good. You can boil them too. And then I'll sit them in the sun outside again and just let them dry on like a metal pan for like another 2 or 3 weeks. And by that time, they're so brittle when you touch them in your hand, they turn to ash. And I sprinkle that in the garden. I did Synganics and cocoa before on my own. I did cocoa with use a little bit of organics and a little bit of hydroponic stuff. Came out really good. My tomatoes I did, these are all organic, but one year I did a bunch of tomatoes when I had a big house in the yard. I had this huge house with a huge yard, and I did all my tomatoes in hydroponics and cocoa, and oh, did I have my hands full. Did I have my hands full? I did like 10 or 20 flats, like I always do. I always do like 5 or 10 or 20 flats. You know, I'll do 5 peppers and then 5 tomatoes, different types of tomatoes and peppers. But I did it. The timing must have been perfect because the weather hit perfect. And it wasn't like this time when I put my tomato plants in the garden. Last time when I put them out in the garden, it was later in the year. And I went out of town for 2 weeks and came back, and the plants were like 4 feet after top dressing and feeding them. They were 4 or 5 feet with tomatoes, and my neighbor told me that the neighbors were walking through my yard snatching tomatoes. They knew I was out of town. Jerks. So I actually had this one tomato plant. It just died off this winter. It probably would have lived. And I had it since the beginning of 2022. So it was 2022, 23. It lived into 24. The plant was basically 2 years old. And those we brought those all the way from down south. They were growing down south. They were huge. We tried to bring them up north and they died. They were like vines, like 4-foot vines, 5 foot. I brought one of them up north and it lasted. As soon as we started getting cold fronts, it started to die. I knew it. But I got the seeds from it. So yo, who's ever here, thank you for sliding through the show. Hit the like button.
I just wanted to hit a quick topic with environment. When your seedlings are young, it's super critical that you guys have a small humidifier. You can get one off of eBay, Amazon, or you can get a really expensive one for $300-400, but they do the same thing. I recommend having a humidifier with your seedlings, a fan, and a thermostat. Those are going to be 3 key elements because you want not only air circulation on the bottom, but you want ventilation on the top. with an exhaust fan that's going to be sucking out all of the heat from the lights. But anyway, that's a quick tip, guys. Make sure you guys have a nice little humidifier when you are running your seedlings. Thanks for watching, guys.
You gotta have a little humidifier if you're running seedlings indoor. You gotta keep that humidity above 60, 65%. You got to. Better that humidity is in 75, you're better off you are. Humidity is the key. All right, everybody. It's about that time. 6 o'clock. It's time to finish up some chores and get back to focusing on the grind. But I want to thank everybody who came to the show. Good vibes only over here. Like, subscribe, share. If you watch the whole show and you even brush through and you get to this part, thank you guys. I appreciate all you guys for watching the stream and listening to me rant. Don't forget to hit the bell for notifications and leave a comment. Thank you guys for coming to the stream. And if you watch it pre-recorded, please drop a comment. Lets me know that it is being watched, and I appreciate you guys all for coming. So once again, like I always say at the end of the show, nothing easy is going to be good, and nothing good is going to be easy. Peace out. Have a great one.